Jesus expects us to possess faith. Luke chapter 8, verse 22. Now it happened on a certain day that he, speaking of Jesus, got into a boat and with his disciples. And he said to them, listen to what he said, because this is extremely important. And he said to them, let us cross over to the other side of the lake. And they launched out. But as they sailed, he fell asleep. And a windstorm came down on the lake. And the original language seems to indicate this windstorm came out of nowhere, came down on the lake, and they were filling with water and were in jeopardy. And they came to him and woke him, saying, Master, Master, we are perishing. Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the raging water, and they ceased, and there was calm. But he said to them, where is your faith? And they were afraid and marveled, saying to one another, who can this be? For he commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him. That's not the big question. The big question here is this. Why did they come to the conclusion that they were perishing when Jesus said to them as they got into the boat, we're going to the other side? He said, he stated, he already declared what the end result was going to be. We're going to the other side. They came to the conclusion when the circumstance did not match what Jesus said, they came to the conclusion, we are perishing. He expected them to have faith in what he said rather than come to the place of fear based on their surroundings. Smith Wigglesworth, some of you may know who he is. If you don't, go research him. This is what he said. I am not moved by what I see. I am not moved by what I feel. I am only moved by what I believe. Jesus expects us to possess faith. Possess, not have. Possess indicates it took something to get it. It was not just handed to us. It is not just handed to us. Although it is deposited in our spirits, it is seed form, and it's up to us to develop faith. When Jesus said, we're going to the other side, he gave them the opportunity to develop faith in what he had promised. They failed. Therefore, he rebuked them. Where is your faith? In other words, I gave you the opportunity. I told you what the end result was going to be. Why did you believe the wind and the waves rather than what I said? And that's the challenge that we have today. How do we possess faith? By understanding that what he said is going to come to pass. He said in verse 22, let us cross over to the other side of the lake, and they launched out. They went on his command. They went on his word of what to do. Listen, in the mind of Jesus, the journey was already done. That should have been enough for the disciples, and it should be enough for us.